Hi, welcome to Hatching for Health. I'm your host, Jessica Hatch. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have been blessed to have some wonderful guests here lately. We've had some children with rare diseases come on and talk about when they were diagnosed and exactly what they're going through. And we've done our best to be able to help them by bringing on expert opinions to give them great advice. And we recently had somebody from Heart Gift on. That foundation does amazing things. They're helping children not only with heart transplants, but any kind of genetic disorder that they were born with as it relates to the heart. So that was an amazing experience with what they're doing. People like that, we love to have you on. So we'd love for you to reach out, and we'd be more than willing to bring you on the show and just talk to us about how you're helping children. That's what we're here to do. But something very important and somebody very dear to my heart will join us today. My very best friend out of Los Angeles, Michelle Asil, and she has a organic skincare line known as Love for Humanity Organics. What's so beautiful about this line is that every product she sells, she feeds a hungry child. And I'm actually gonna have you guys tune into a video just to see a little bit about the skincare line that she offers, because I think it's amazing. That was wonderful. Just being able to hear her talk about the various products she has to offer. Beautiful video. But now we are going to get to meet her after this commercial break. We will be right back.
शुगरलैंड में आ रहा है अल्ट्रापा वर्ल्ड फूड। 61,000 स्क्वायर फीट में होगा आपका अपना देसी मिनी मॉल, जहां ग्रोसरी से लेकर होम फर्निशिंग तक ये है वन स्टॉप शॉप डेस्टिनेशन लोकेटेड इन न्यू टेरिटरी एरिया एट यूनिवर्सिटी एंड ग्रैंड पार्कवे। अल्ट्रापा offers retail space for all businesses. Alrabba World Foods. For more information, call Amir Ali at 512-652-8462. सुनो, आज क्या पकाऊं?
कुछ नया पकाओ यार।
हर रोज का है देखो एक ही सवाल, आज क्या पकाऊं? क्या है ख्याल?
आ गई नई मलका रेसिपी मसाले, खालिस और बेहतरीन अज्जा, मुनफरिद जायका, नो एडेड एमएसजी और ग्लूटेन से महफूज। लखनवी बिरयानी, हैदराबादी अचार गोश्त, पंजाबी तड़का दाल, पेशावरी कढ़ाई।
मुझको देखो मिल गया इसका एक हल, रोज है मजा नया, आज हो या कल।
आज तो कमाल कर दिया।
कमाल तो मलका ने किया है।
तुम ही तो हो मेरे दिल की मलका।
मलका, कुछ नया पकाओ।
Our story begins more than 60 years ago inside an abandoned chicken coop where our founder discovered a retired teacher living, no home, no health care. So she said no to this injustice and yes to transforming lives. It's this drive, this compassion that inspired AARP. Today we empower people to choose how they live as they age. We advocate for health and financial security. We strengthen communities everywhere. We are AARP Houston, creating real possibilities.
Kick off the new year with a new Cadillac from Ron Carter Cadillac. Own the new 2020 Cadillac Escalade with $9,000 customer cash, or drive for just $829 a month. The first ever 2020 XT6 premium luxury crossover for $499 a month, or the new 2020 XT4 luxury collection just $379 a month. All for 39 months lease with just $1 down. Your only Houston area Cadillac to your door dealer, RonCarterCadillac.com.
When it comes to protecting yourself and your partners, all the information out there can be overwhelming. Visit our website. We are a free and confidential service striving to help you stay informed and stay notified. We are committed to a healthy Houston.
मनपसंद सुपरमार्केट, जहां की फ्रेश वेजिटेबल्स, स्पाइसेस, फ्रोजन फूड आइटम्स आपको सबसे अच्छे प्राइस में मिलेंगी और हलाल ज़बीहा मीट भी मिलेगा। दाम मनपसंद, नाम मनपसंद, तो फिर क्यों ना जाए मनपसंद। Located at Wilcrest Drive, Houston, North Highway and William Cannon Drive, Austin, Texas. तो नाम याद रखिएगा, मनपसंद सुपरमार्केट।
डुबकी लगा ससीटो का मजा बड़ा ससीटो टोमेटो केचप मजे की डुबकी।
Welcome back from the break. We are now joined by Michelle Asil. Thank you so much for coming out. Blessing to have you here.
Thank you. I am so excited to be here. This is one of my closest and dearest friends. And fun fact, we used to play volleyball against each other. I was better, just kidding.
Yeah.
But no, we share the same common goal, and that's helping children.
No, absolutely. So one of the reasons I wanted to bring you here, obviously, you know, you visit Houston, but I know that this was very important for me to have you on the show while you're visiting. Your skincare line, I mean, it's amazing. I use it day in, day out. It's 100% organic, but the beautiful thing is that you basically feed children with every product sold. So tell us a little bit about the products in themselves and kind of how that line came about for you.
Absolutely. So I'm very passionate about living a healthy and organic lifestyle. And so it's just as important what you put in your body as what you put on it. And a lot of people don't know that. So it's very important to me to get products to the consumer that are healthy, that are organic, that feed and nurture your skin. But also I wanted a deeper purpose, which was to feed and nurture children.
Exactly.
That's something I'm passionate about.
Yeah, so with your line, kind of tell me the difference, like, you know, for example, you've got celebrities like Kylie Jenner that come out with these skincare lines, and, you know, what are the differences between what you offer versus them?
Right. So her products may be great, but what she appeals to is like the ongoing trends, but she's not, you know, natural. She has chemicals. She's not helping anyone. And it's unfortunate because she has such a large following and she could be doing so much, but, you know, maybe she'll watch this and decide to do it. But so I just feel like everything that you do, there should be a bigger purpose behind it. And that's where Beauty with Purpose came about.
Of course.
And that's, I know everything that you do as well is for a larger goal, and that is to help children.
Of course. So have you ever kind of looked for that celebrity endorsement though, because being out there in LA and, you know, knowing that your product is amazing and it truly helps, you know, kind of just wanting someone to, you know, be behind it. I mean, you're beautiful enough to be the best spokesmodel out there, but I know with others, like they have, you know, that presence where they can help it grow.
Absolutely. So far it's just been organically growing, and I haven't had the need for that. And we have had a couple celebrities that have started using it, but I've never really pressed for that, I guess, like recognition from them. But so I know that it's something that's going to organically happen. But I mean, without that celebrity, I guess, validation, we've already done really well. And I think what's really gonna help is the amount of children that we're helping, which so far we've provided 50,000 meals for children.
Wow, that's incredible.
Incredible. And like my goal is to feed 5 million children.
That is amazing.
So once that happens, I won't need any celebrity to say anything.
No, for sure. So how are you helping them? So you know, your company raises the money, and then you have the foundation.
Absolutely. So the Love for Humanity Foundation. So every bottle that is purchased, I am able to provide a meal for a child through the Love for Humanity Foundation.
Great.
And what a lot of people don't know is because we live in the United States and we think everything is like abundance, but it's not. There's 16 million children that are struggling with hunger here, and it leads to 2.6 million deaths every year.
Really?
And that's
Those
just
stats
ridiculous.
My gosh.
Yeah, when you hear that, you want to take a stand, you want to do something about it. So that's what we're doing.
It's incredible. And so you're doing it not just like here nationally, but you're also trying to reach international children as well with their hunger needs. Is that right?
Well, we focused right now in the United States because the product is made in the United States. So everything about the brand is we're supporting our economy, we're supporting our environment because it's all natural, it's recyclable packaging, and we're supporting our children.
So although it being made here, sold here, predominantly anyway, it sounds like. Are you reaching out to sell it in other countries? Can they purchase it online?
Yeah, absolutely they can. And that's another thing with, I know we've spoke about like partnering together, is I want to start helping children internationally. And that's why, you know, I'm coming on this show, because I want to start like broadening my reach. Because although it's very important to help children here in the United States, there's so many children suffering all over.
Yeah. So do you think possibly, like, I mean, just kind of thinking out loud, you know, as we're talking about children and, you know, them being fed, but I wonder if some of these products could even help, like, with different allergies and, like, you know, different skin conditions, because there's not the chemicals in them.
Absolutely.
Right?
No, a lot of these products, most of the mainstream products that all of the large brands sell, they cause dryness, they cause skin irritation. They cause, even some of them cause cancer. It's very unfortunate that they're still allowed to like distribute these products mainstream.
Of course. No, that's, so, I mean, what are kind of some of the goals, like, you know, looking into the future, like, you know, as far as the dreams for the Love for Humanity Foundation, the Love for Humanity Organic Skincare line, like, what are some of the things that you're passionate about in its growth? Yeah,
so just originally, like the main goal is I wanted to spread awareness, like you do, about the harm and toxins and chemicals in products that we use every day, from whether it be our soaps, our toothpaste, our hair care, all of the toxins and chemicals we're putting in our body, the bad effect it can have on us. But then also, you know, my second goal was to help feed starving children, because that's just as important to me. So I wanted beauty with purpose. So not only are you getting healthy, natural beauty that's good for your body and your soul.
Tagline, beauty with purpose, right?
Thank you,
I mean, that's beautiful. You know, so if I remember correctly, I think we had a conversation about this, and the name Beauty with Purpose, you know, somehow create a little bit of conflict for you in your life. Tell me about that. Yeah.
So this idea that I had that came to me like God sent, you know, and I just started working towards it. I found out that another company, a much larger company, Miss World, had the same tagline. They had the same goal, beauty with purpose.
Okay.
And so initially they were kind of upset that I was using it. But in the end, we ended up teaming up together, and I partnered with Miss World to bring awareness.
That's incredible.
Internationally.
Because you were actually on their stage at the Miss World competition in Washington, D.C.
Out to Washington, D.C., which was awesome. I've never been to our nation's capital, and I got to meet all of these young girls that are 18 years old. I got to inform them about natural skincare, which they didn't know. From all these other countries, they had no idea about the importance of natural skincare. So not only was I able to talk to them about that, but then we had that same common goal of beauty with purpose.
So you probably, you know, were enlightening them on reasons why you're different and why what product, well, I guess more importantly, like why the product that you're offering is different. Like what would be kind of maybe 3 reasons you would say Love for Humanity is different because?
Yeah, so I guess the 3 reasons are Love for Humanity supports the environment, it supports the economy, and it supports children.
Yeah.
And that's something that not a lot of brands can say that they do. You know, and that's important to me. It's very important to have purpose in everything that you do.
It definitely does. So is there future plans with Miss World on the collaboration that you guys have? Are you participating with, you know, all of the girls that are competing every year by providing products to them?
Yeah, so absolutely. We are actually working with the distributors of each country. So our goal is to get the Miss World Beauty with a Purpose products that, you know, we partnered with in all of the countries worldwide.
Wow. So it really is going internationally. It just kind of
is. Like now that we're talking about it started locally, but that's how great things work. They get spread internationally, because I started kind of small-minded, I guess you would say, focusing on our home. But the whole world is a much bigger and broader picture, and it's what's most important.
Yeah,
is the international.
Of course. No, I think it's incredible. I think obviously with what you're doing, I mean, I know you as a friend, as a mother, as a wife, and you're incredible in every category. So
thank you.
I think the time that you do devote to the business side, it's always successful for you. You know, it's just about, you know, kind of creating that time for it, right?
So that was when I first started this company. You know, I didn't have a child, and I still wanted to feed children. I had this desire, and then once I had this amazing child. I'm going to cry because it's just like, it makes you even more passionate. It makes you care more about what you're doing.
I know.
And it's just...
And he's like amazing. Like
he is incredible.
The way you...
and it's just so fulfilling in every way. So you want to feed as many children and help as many children as you can, because the basic necessity is for them to just be able to eat and to drink water and to live, these precious children.
I mean, it's the part of them flourishing, like their brain development, the combination of things that if you can feed them the right way, like...
Yes, I started the most basic things, but then what you're doing as well with the awareness for these diseases, I respect that so much. I love what you're doing. And I just love, like, together, you know, when women partner together, we can do such great things.
Absolutely.
So, and I wish my child could be here. He's on his nap, but if he was here, he would come running down and say, Mom, and give me the biggest hug. And he'd say, Auntie Jess, and it would be so cute. But
what would you say are like some of the like common beauty mistakes that women make, you know, and just being, I guess, not having the knowledge about cosmetic products and stuff, like some of their mistakes?
So I think the number one thing is women try and like mask, but really good products, they enhance. So when it comes to beauty, when it comes to makeup, when it comes, you're always wanting to enhance your own natural beauty. You're not wanting to mask. So people think like, I want to cover up, or I want to do this, and I want to put on like thick and like cakey, but the natural beauty is there. And so you always want to enhance it. And the best way to do that is natural ingredients from the earth, not like toxic chemicals that are made in a lab. You know, like every beautiful thing comes from nature.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, I want to learn a little bit more about your family life and your child, and just kind of how you guys are embracing what you're doing as well. We're going to take a very short commercial break, and we will be right back.
शुगरलैंड में आ रहा है अलरबा वर्ल्ड फूड। 61,000 स्क्वायर फीट में होगा आपका अपना देसी मिनी मॉल, जहां ग्रोसरी से लेकर होम फर्निशिंग तक ये है वन स्टॉप शॉप डेस्टिनेशन, लोकेटेड इन न्यू टेरिटरी एरिया एट यूनिवर्सिटी एंड ग्रैंड पार्कवे। अलरबा ऑफर्स रिटेल स्पेस फॉर ऑल बिजनेसेस। Al-Rabba World Foods. For more information, call Amir Ali at 512-652-8462.
सुनो, आज क्या पकाऊं?
कुछ नया पकाओ यार।
हर रोज का है देखो एक ही सवाल, आज क्या पकाऊं? क्या है ख्याल?
आ गए नए मलका रेसिपी मसाले, खालिस और बेहतरीन अज्जा, मुनफरिद जायका, नो एडेड एमएसजी और ग्लूटेन से महफूज। लखनवी बिरयानी, हैदराबादी अचार गोश्त, पंजाबी तड़का दाल, पेशावरी कढ़ाई।
मुझको देखो मिल गया इसका एक हल, रोज है मजा नया, आज हो या कल।
आज तो कमाल कर दिया।
कमाल तो मलका ने किया है।
तुम ही तो हो मेरे दिल की मलका।
मलका, कुछ नया पकाओ।
Our story begins more than 60 years ago inside an abandoned chicken coop where our founder discovered a retired teacher living, no home, no health care. So she said no to this injustice and yes to transforming lives. It's this drive, this compassion that inspired AARP. Today we empower people to choose how they live as they age. We advocate for health and financial security. We strengthen communities everywhere. We are AARP Houston, creating real possibilities.
Kick off the new year with a new Cadillac from Ron Carter Cadillac. Own the new 2020 Cadillac Escalade with $9,000 customer cash, or drive for just $829 a month. The first ever 2020 XT6 premium luxury crossover for $499 a month, or the new 2020 XT4 luxury collection just $379 a month. All for 39 months lease with just $1 down. Your only Houston area Cadillac to your door dealer, RonCarterCadillac.com.
When it comes to protecting yourself and your partners, all the information out there can be overwhelming. Visit our website. We are a free and confidential service striving to help you stay informed and stay notified. We are committed to a healthy Houston.
मनपसंद सुपरमार्केट, जहां की फ्रेश वेजिटेबल्स, स्पाइसेस, फ्रोजन फूड आइटम्स आपको सबसे अच्छे प्राइस में मिलेंगी, और हलाल ज़बीहा मीट भी मिलेगा। दाम मनपसंद, नाम मनपसंद, तो फिर क्यों ना जाए मनपसंद। located at Wilcris Drive, Houston, North Highway and William Cannon Drive, Austin, Texas. तो नाम याद रखिएगा, मनपसंद सुपरमार्केट।
Dubki, dubki, sasi dubki, dubki, saucito, dubki, dubki लगा, sasito का मजा बड़ा, dubki, sasito tomato ketchup, मजे की dubki.
Welcome back. We are here with Michelle Asil from Love for Humanity Organics and Love for Humanity Foundation. So I am just, thrilled that we've been able to experience like this conversation to just talk more about it, because there is a disconnect, me in Houston, you in Los Angeles. But I do love when we get together. I think the opportunities we have to brainstorm and just talk about helping others. I think that we both have a passion for that. And so, you've talked a little bit about documentary that you wanted to shoot, and you're obviously in a great place to team up to do that. I know it had started as it relates to, different children and kind of gathering, because in LA alone, I mean, there's so many homeless people there, and a lot of them have children that are stuck on the street. So what were kind of some of the ideas and the vision behind that? So tell me a little bit. I know that we've talked a bit about documentaries, and I think that they can be very impactful if you address them the right way with, kind of what you're trying to accomplish. And I know at one point you had talked about, I think homelessness is something that is a huge issue in Los Angeles. I think that a lot of people go there with, dreams, passions, desires to, fame and fortune, and it doesn't always work out, and they're stuck, and they end up in situations where they can't leave, and they have children, and then the children are in a bad position. So I think you had talked a little bit about like, hey, I want to maybe put together a documentary with these children and kind of, help give them. So tell me a little bit about that, like how you were gonna, inspire those little girls and boys.
Yeah, so like there's a huge issue right now in Los Angeles. It's like the #1 issue is we have a crisis with homelessness because the price of housing is so high and then the income is so low. Mm-hmm. So it's major epidemic right now. But since children are so close to our heart, that's where I wanted to start. And I wanted to take a handful of children and I wanted to provide them housing, but not only housing, I wanted to provide them health care. I wanted to provide them, like, some of them have mental issues. I wanted to get them like mental help, but besides that, to incorporate the skincare, I wanted to teach them just proper, like how to like cleanse their face, how to use the right ingredients, how to eat healthy, how to eat natural, just how to have like, to focus on themselves and focus on a natural, a healthy lifestyle, like away from drugs, away from, all of the distractions in LA, and just to give them love and support and to give them housing. And
yeah, because you had talked about like renting the home for, 3 months to film with them.
Yes.
And be able to like, show them the love that, it's not that their parents don't want to give them that, but they're not in a situation that they are able to receive it. I mean, it's just too difficult. So you had, I know that you're kind of looking for the right crew to shoot that documentary, but you've already kind of put together the housing and you're identifying the children that you're going to help. So, I mean, that's so exciting.
It is so
I would love to be a part of that.
Help and to like be so close with them, to like really just day in and day out, be able to experience everyday life, be able to help them to see the effect that you have on them for like a period of time. And then even after that, to go back and see the like long-term effect that you've had is just really, something that's amazing, because a lot of people will give to charities and they don't really see, or they get to experience like
exactly
what their help
it's doing.
does. It's not one-on-one. And nothing compares to be able to see and to talk to and to be able to see like what has happened to the person that you're helping.
Yeah, kind of the stages of like what the changes is actually made for them. I completely agree. And kind of just like going back to the skincare, like what do you feel like are some of the challenges just as it relates to like people in that industry? I mean, it's obviously a very saturated market, but what do you think are some of the challenges that, you maybe embark upon as well as others are finding?
Yeah, so I mean, It's always in any market that you go to, there's always a lot of competition, but I feel like as long as you as a brand have a purpose, so beauty with purpose I do have.
Yeah.
And so that's what's gonna help me break through all these other companies.
Yeah.
You know, I have a product that's amazing. It has a great purpose behind it.
Yeah.
All natural, made in the US.
Yeah. So if I'm trying to remember back, like when you first started talking about like, I want to have a skincare line, like when was that exactly? Like how many years ago did this kind of idea, you know, actually come to fruition for you?
Yeah, so it actually happened in 2009. And so it was an idea in my head and I, you know, played around with it a little bit. I told my husband, and it's always good to meet someone that supports you and that pushes you.
Yeah.
And so that's what I had. I had a good support system that supported me. And I was able just to really like go after my dream. And it's my dream and it takes years. It's not something that happens overnight.
Of course. I remember you sending me different bottles, different packaging, you know.
There's so much that goes into it. Like I learned everything, like
I mean, you hand select the ingredients that you put in everything.
I do the packaging. I came up with a message. Like it's so dear to my heart. It's like it's like my baby before I had my baby.
Yeah, exactly.
And so it's something that you never give up on. You know, it's just always there. It's a part of your life.
Of course, yeah.
You know, so I'm just excited to share it with you, my best friend in the entire world.
Definitely, no, absolutely. So is he still involved in helping with it, or is he pretty much, you know, kind of giving you that platform, you know?
Yeah, so he's there as a support system, and you know, sometimes like, cause he's a good talker, like you are, Jessica.
Yeah.
Like sometimes he'll, you know, hop on a phone call for me, but you know, he's just really mainly there as just a great support system.
Yeah. And so for you, just kind of in your, you know, just to know, since you're such a beauty person, like what are the products that you like as far as like going into like the makeup side? Is there certain lipsticks or brushes that you're just like, these are some of the best?
So for women, there's 3 things that are extremely important that all women should have. Number 1 is a good organic sunscreen. Okay, because if you have beautiful skin and you want it to stay beautiful, you need to protect it from the sun.
Yeah, of course.
So that is number 1. So number 2, the eyes are the soul. Everything is through your eyes. So you just want to like enhance them a little bit. So mascara, have a good, clean, beautiful mascara. Simple. And then your lips.
Yeah, of course.
Have a beautiful lip gloss, a nice little pink like lipstick.
Do you have a favorite lipstick, like a favorite red lipstick?
I have like a favorite like pink. I'm like a pink girl, so I
Okay.
love pink. And yeah, I have a favorite pink one and I could share it with you. I'd love to share it with the audience.
Yeah.
But yeah, so sunscreen,
course.
mascara, and a good lipstick or lip gloss if you're a gloss girl. And that's really all you need. And everything
course.
else is like fluff, you know?
And those, so as far as like some of the trends that are like right now within kind of the makeup beauty world, like what would you say those are?
Well, I mean, what's big really now is overlined lips. So lip liner and a matte lipstick. So that's really big right now. And like you mentioned Kylie Jenner earlier, and she's who kind of put that on trend.
Yeah, no, I would agree.
And then also a winged eyeliner. But that's kind of like a more glammed look. But like the day-to-day, everyday look, those 3 products that I listed are like the best.
Okay, so with like winged eyeliner, how do you even balance that?
So when I think you're doing dramatic on the eyes with the lashes and the wings, you just want to do like a little lighter on the lips.
Okay.
So you want to do like maybe a nude, maybe a light pink, but you don't want to do like a red or like a dark mauve. And that's a good way to kind of balance it so it doesn't look overdone. So I feel like that's one thing that's kind of on trend is to be a little overdone. And I kind of want to bring it back to like the more natural way. Because people will go and they'll over contour the lashes, the wings, the lips. And it's like
a little more than
that's what I feel like is masking. And I like to enhance the natural beauty.
Yeah, of course, of course. Between like the different makeups that you would put on for like a show like today where you're going out, I mean, how do you kind of balance the difference there? Like what does that typically look like? Yeah, so day to day, just want to keep it light. You want to use a sunscreen, maybe like a little tint. So it's a very light, natural moisturizer, a lip gloss, a lipstick, mascara, maybe a little liner. But then when it comes to like glammed events or, you know, on TV today, you want to add some eyeliner, a little wing, some lashes. You want to kind of glam it up, have a little fun with it. Exactly.
So those different events, you just step it up, you have a little fun, you add a little more. The trick is just not to look like that every day.
Yeah.
You don't want to overdo it.
Of course. So, I mean, as we age, like, you know, these little wrinkles that come up, I mean, there's obviously resources out there for that, but Is there any particular makeup that you would say is good for just like kind of covering like those, wrinkles, like the lighter wrinkles, sometimes a little deeper?
Well, actually, I think it goes back to skincare, and like the best product you can use for your skin is a really good serum, which I have. So it's really good essential oils that are going to hydrate and nourish your skin, and it'll plump those lines. So any line that you have, it not only prevents it, but it'll fill it in.
Of course.
So
you've got like oily skin, you have dry skin. Would you go about like your products in particular using them both on each type of skin?
One big misconception is people with oily skin feel like they can't use essential oils, but it's actually the opposite. Because a lot of people have oily skin because they're not putting enough moisture on their face.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of people don't understand that, because one of the best cleansers that I have is an oil cleanser.
And so before makeup's applied, I feel like there's always like a moisturizer. I do use a lot of makeup artists because I love to say I'm good at makeup, but it's not the case. But I always know they still use moisturizers. Thank you. So that seems to be a really important step, to put the moisturizer on before you actually apply makeup. Would you say that that's...
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
You should, and actually with your foundation, it's good to put like a couple drops of oil with your foundation as you put it on, so it's not as cakey and it's a more kind of like natural glowy effect. And a lot of people don't know that, so it's a good
trick. Your products, something very important, where can they be found? is this something that they're only online? I know you sell on Amazon and some of the other places.
So I sell on Amazon, I sell on my own website, which is www.lfhorganics.com.
Okay.
And then also I have products on Costco.
Yeah.
And it's great because
so they're in Costco as well. That's awesome.
Costco online. Yeah, I'm very inclusive. I want to have a product that's available and affordable to everybody, and not just exclusive for some people that can afford it.
Of course. So whenever you do end up beginning to film and kind of going back to to that documentary, I'd love to have you back on, kind of tell us like how it's going, maybe even capture some of the the footage from these children, and which ones you select, and how you go about helping them with just the normal routines that they're not even typically capable to have, because they're in maybe a shelter or even on the street.
Right.
So I think it's going to be very exciting to kind of see that, and the before and afters of how they've evolved, and having kind of some of the resources you're going to give them.
Absolutely. I'm asking you now, I would like you to be involved in it. I would like you to be in the documentary with me.
Yeah, me as well, definitely. I think that even some of the, the crew that I have, they do a beautiful job. So I think we could absolutely be a part of that.
Yeah.
So that'll be a beautiful experience, and I really look forward to it. And thank you so much for coming out. I am so happy that you came. I love you.
Anytime.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that we inspired some of you out there, and you were able to learn about some of the organic product lines that someone like Michelle still has to offer, as well as what she is doing to help and give beauty more purpose.